Hi, I'm Nikki Blyle, Doc2 Help's lead information developer. Welcome to Technical Writing 101, a quick but comprehensive introduction to technical writing. Today I will discuss project planning and analysis. Please see the other videos in this series for an intro to technical writing and other tactical how-tos. Just so you know who I am, I have more than 18 years of experience as a technical communicator in a variety of industries, and I'm currently the Vice President of the Society for Technical Communication. Please see my website, nikkiblyle.com, to learn more. Here's what we'll cover today: scoping the assignment, standards, audience analysis, gathering data, working with subject matter experts, and tips for single sourcing. Before you do any writing, determine or find out the following about your project. The deliverables: will you need to create online help, manuals, EPUB, mobile output, or all of them? The proper mix of deliverables is important. Your deadline: who are the subject matter experts for the project? Are there corporate style guides or industry standards that need to be followed, such as ISO or HIPAA? If there isn't a corporate style guide, you may need to put one together. Will the project be translated? If so, the workflow should be worked out in advance. Regarding tools, does the company own software such as a help authoring tool or screen capture tool? If so, is the in-house tool adequate for your project? You might need to do some tools analysis so that you could work efficiently and effectively. When you are working out your documentation deliverables, there are many factors to consider. First of all, the project's time constraints. You may have great ideas, but some may need to be dropped because of time. What would make the customer most successful? What is the optimum mix of deliverables? Online help, EPUB, and a quick reference guide, or mobile help? Customers and company expectations are important also. If you're selling a product that has a very high price, such as a car, customers may be disappointed if it doesn't include a manual. We will discuss the importance of the customer's work environment in a minute. It's a big consideration. If your deliverables can double as training materials, that's always a good thing. And your tools and processes are important. For example, if you single source, you can create more deliverables than if you don't. I mentioned standards earlier. There are actually several kinds you need to comply with. Internal or corporate style guides will cover standards such as product names, logos, templates, and style sheets, as well as screen caps. External style guides like the Chicago Manual of Style will cover grammar and punctuation. And if your company follows industry standards like ISO, HIPAA, or Sarbanes-Oxley, you'll need to comply with those also. The mantra of tech writing is know your audience. Only by knowing your audience can you deliver the information they need when they need it. The audience's profession and reading level is important, but the environment they work in and their time constraints are also very pertinent. If your product is used by nurses who work on the hospital floor, a printed book may not be the best deliverable for that environment, but they still may need it for training. A quick reference that they could put in their pocket may be the best option when they are working with patients. Or maybe mobile help that they could access from their phone or a tablet. Work environment can also include software. For example, if you're writing materials for software developers who work in Microsoft Visual Studio, you may want to create help that integrates with the Microsoft Help Viewer, which is the way help is delivered for Visual Studio. One way to understand your audience: develop personas. Personas are a great way to direct your writing and deliverables appropriately. There will always be exceptions to the personas you develop, but they should capture your core audience. The personal information, kids, pets, marital status, is there to make your personas more real, not because that information affects the way they use information. Before you begin writing, you need to gather information. There are several ways to do this. Interview subject matter experts. They will usually be internal, but sometimes they can be industry experts or customers. If they exist, gather all the requirements documents and other internal documents you can. Sometimes these will be in binders, but they could also be on the network, Google Drive, wikis, and SharePoint too. If you are documenting a product, work with it. Don't trust others to tell you how it works. Lastly, do web research to gather additional conceptual information if you need it. If you don't know a lot about banking or wastewater management, you can learn online. If you work in an acronym-heavy industry, online research can save a lot of time. When you find out who the subject matter experts for your project are, it's important to build a good relationship with them. Your best bet? Be prepared, be professional, respect their time, respect the way they work. Some prefer email, some face-to-face, some are talkative, some not so much. You need to adjust to their working style just as they adjust to yours. And don't restrict yourself to the SMEs assigned to your project. Always be on the lookout for others who have different areas of expertise. The last thing I'd like to talk about is single sourcing. Single sourcing is using one set of content to create several types of documentation. It can save time as well as help cut down on errors. If done properly, you can create documentation for multiple output formats, for example, print manuals, online help, EPUB, and more. Multiple audiences, for example, an administrator version and a manager version, and multiple deliverables. By that, I mean user documentation, training materials, whatever you need. I have 2 single sourcing writing tips that will save you time and make your documentation read logically in all formats. First of all, never use the word chapter or any other word specific to books or help. For example, page, topic, help system, manual. Section is a good substitute. And don't use see below or see above. Create a cross-reference instead. That's all we have time for today. Thanks for joining me for Technical Writing 101. I hope you'll check out the other videos in this series to learn more about technical writing. If you'd like to learn more about how DocToHelp makes it easy to create multiple outputs, including mobile manuals and EPUB from a single set of files, go to doctohelp.com and download a free trial. I'm Nikki Blyo of Component One. Thank you for watching.